All right, there's a lot to talk about, but we're going to try to do it relatively quickly. Big news yesterday and today, at the time of this recording. Yesterday, four-star running back Jordan Marshall out of Moeller, Ohio, committed to Michigan. Now, Jordan's top four schools were Michigan, Ohio State, Tennessee, and Wisconsin. But it was really just a battle between Michigan and Ohio State. Tennessee and Wisconsin didn't really have a ton of interest from him. That's what sources are saying. And the commitment kind of came out of nowhere. Nobody really knew that he was going to commit yesterday, but he did. That's a big win for Michigan. They don't usually win those battles against Ohio State in recruiting, at least in the last decade or so. So big win for the Wolverines. And then today, three-star offensive tackle Ben Roebuck committed to the Wolverines. Ben, he did not have an offer from Ohio State, but he did have offers from schools like Penn State, Michigan State, and other Power 5 programs of that caliber. Ben is a big lineman. He's 6'7". Some sites have him listed at 340 pounds. He's a big, big guy, and once he gets into Michigan's strength and conditioning program and he's able to trim a little bit of that fat, put on some more muscle, he's going to be an absolute monster. And we all know how good Michigan is at developing three stars. But Michigan with those two big commitments in the last 2 days, and Jacob Oden, who has been committed to Michigan for a while now, safety out of Harper Woods, Michigan. Is ranked 154th best player in the country, according to the 24/7 Sports composite rankings. He keeps saying, we're not done. We're going to keep rolling. We're hot right now. Guys are going to continue to commit. What I wanted to talk about is that Jordan Marshall, he visited this past weekend with three other recruits, those being five-star quarterback Jaden Davis out of North Carolina, four-star tight end Brady Priestcorn out of Rochester Adams, so right in Michigan, right by Ann Arbor, as well as there was one other player. I believe it was Blake Frazier. Blake Frazier out of Texas, four-star offensive lineman, 6'5", 260. Those three guys, they could all commit to Michigan in the coming weeks. I've heard a lot of talk about Jaden Davis committing in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Brady Priestcorn is a guy that is really low-key, under the radar, apparently doesn't really go to any camps, just isn't big on social media, very private guy, just about his business, and just loves playing football. We could expect a commitment from him in the coming weeks. Also, Brian Robinson, who wasn't a part of the group before that visited last weekend, but he's a defensive end out of Youngstown, Ohio, 6'5", 255 pounds, ranked 123rd best player in the class of 2024. Michigan's also pushing for another four-star running back, Taylor Tatum, who's ranked the 35th best player in the class of 2024, according to the composite. Tatum, he's listed at 5'11", 205 pounds, so he's a little bit bigger than Marshall as far as what he's listed as. But according to scouting reports, he's more of a speed back, a guy you want to get in space, while Marshall's more of a guy you want to run between the tackles and go north-south. But Tatum has a crystal ball for Michigan, so if they're able to land Tatum and Marshall in the same class, two top 100 running backs, that would be absolutely huge. Same goes for Brady Priestcorn, as Michigan already has a commitment from Hogan Hansen, four-star tight end out of Bellevue High School in Washington. Hogan is 6'6", 220 pounds. So if they're able to get two four-star tight ends, two four-star running backs, five-star quarterback in Jaden Davis, they already have commitments from Luke Hamilton, four-star lineman out of Ohio, Ben Roebuck, three-star lineman out of Ohio, and they're pushing for, like I said, Blake Frazier out of Texas, and also Max Anderson, another lineman out of Texas. So there's the potential for three four-star linemen already in this class within the coming weeks. Two four-star running backs, five-star quarterback, two four-star tight ends. A lot of guys on the board for Michigan. This could be one of Harbaugh's best recruiting classes at Michigan so far. Also want to mention Aaron Childs, a 4-star linebacker out of Maryland. Actually went to the same high school as Michigan's Chris Jenkins, their defensive tackle. So Chris Jenkins has been very active in his recruitment. Aaron Childs is 6'3", 220 pounds. As a high school senior, going to be a high school senior, and he's ranked the 80th best player in the country according to the composite. So a lot of guys on the board for Michigan. We're going to see what happens here in the coming weeks. A lot of buzz that Jaden Davis is going to commit here soon, and that'll keep the momentum going. But you guys let me know your thoughts below. I'm going to keep doing these videos, keeping them short and sweet, probably around 5 minutes each. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Appreciate it.